The lack of gunpowder on this Let's Play is most disturbing. Digging things out by hand, one block at a time, is a tedium I can bear no longer. So, we are building the fourth angel, and we are building the mob tower, so we can expedite all future endeavors on this Minecraft series. So, welcome back. This is episode 2, and picking up right where we left off, we are starting work on the mob tower farm. I had to scour the archives to find a suitable farm to build in this version because let's be real here. A lot of things have changed since 2011, and in this version of Minecraft, pistons and wolves were added, which seems so trivial to us today, but that is one of the new features that got people hooked on this classic of the game. But that's enough talk about an historical version of Minecraft that realistically anybody can check Wikipedia for. Let's get back on track and continue building the mob tower, which in fact is a design that is copy and pasted from Ethos Lab, just 60 blocks up in the sky, because I'm not digging out a hole underground without gunpowder. And surprise, surprise, boom, spider lived. I built this wrong. And I have to fix it. Who would have guessed not following a tutorial correctly would lead to some errors? And that's exactly what I did. So I tried fixing with a lava blade, and of course that doesn't work. But anyway, here's the 30-minute result of me AFKing at this farm, and the results are surprisingly very poor. Now I do go back off camera and I finally get it to work correctly where I have no spiders or mobs that get into the AFK part. Now, I do hope you enjoyed that intro. I made a Ava reference. I hope you guys understood it. I kind of spelled it out for you, even if you didn't get it, but I'm sure y'all are smart. I'm sure you guys got it. Now we are solving the second half of the TNT problem to dig out holes, and that is sand. Because I'm not digging out sand one block at a time to dig out stone one block at a time. I mean, you know what I mean. So, yes, I am duplicating sand to get a sand farm, because that's kind of what a sand farm is. You duplicate sand to get sand, and I consider it vanilla mechanics in Minecraft. I mean, come on, like, who doesn't do this in Minecraft? Hermitcraft does this in Minecraft. So realistically, I don't think of it as cheating if I can get this thing to work, because I'm kind of like going off in my head. I'm finding tutorials crusty, with a capital C, crusty tutorials from 2011 to find something that works. And I originally found one that uses a redstone clock, and that doesn't work. But you have to do it with a lever to get it to work. And oh boy, does it work. And I finally got that sand farm working. So another thing I need to get out of the way is building a cactus farm, because I'll eventually need those multicolored wool blocks. Oh, that looks so good at this base, if I had them. That's what I have to do. I have to make a cactus farm. Because everything in Minecraft is about making farms and collecting resources. And then halfway through the build, I ran out of wood, so I had to do that. And of course, I still haven't fixed my tree farm problem, so I burned it down. And I get right back on track, placing down these cactuses, trying not to die, dodging these thorns left and right. And we're digging a hole underneath where the cactuses grow to just have a nice, safe collection area. And based off where the cactus farm is located, it's in an area where I decided, you know, I kind of want to wall off this area to make it another enclosed section of the base, just to add a separate room and keep it, you know, break up the monotony. I do a lot of builds that are quite square in style, and I wanted to try something different. Some of you might call this a rat's nest of a base, and I would 100% agree with you, because it is a rat's nest of a base. But like rat's nests, this base is growing organically. I'm not planning anything out. I'm just doing it as I feel like it, and I felt like enclosing this area and making high ceilings to just break up the monotony. I'm going to put some really cool stuff in here at some point once I have some decoration blocks. And going down here, you can actually see the cactuses there. It's working. And there's this other mysterious hallway underground, which leads directly beneath my wheat farm that I built. I might as well harvest it right now. I mean, after all, this is survival Minecraft. And going back to the tree farm, I get more wood to finish out that enclosed area and underground section of the base, and then oh my god, a creeper blows up right in front of me. I wasn't paying attention. And then underground part of this that I kind of covered over, creeper spawned in there. Okay, deal it with the bow. Then right out of left field, that one pops up. I'm like, okay, this is getting excessive. There's 3 of them. I can't catch a break. fourth one comes. These things spawn in packs in this version. That's unheard of in modern Minecraft. But enough complaining. We finish out the roof of the sand farm. And it's really coming together. I really like what I've built so far. I hope you guys do. Actually, you know what? Let me know what you think of what I built so far. Please leave a comment about that. And don't mind the gray blob in the center of the map. That is temporary, I promise. But everything I've done so far on this whole journey that we've been on is it's all functional. Nothing that is aesthetic, strictly to be aesthetic. So it's time to fix that. I'm going to start building something at the top of this mountain and, you know, just planning it out. I'm looking at the mob tower, that giant gray blob in the sky, just checking down. I'm thinking, you know, this is a good spot to build. But the aesthetic that I want to build is red and yellow. And that means I need to get flowers. And that means I need to build another farm. Welcome back, everybody. Farmer Kun here. Today we are building the flower farm in beta. So it's that time where I have to scan the archives once more to find another crusty vid from 2011 to get a working farm, which is actually quite hard, guys. You don't know how hard it is to find stuff from that time period that actually works, because although this is beta, it's on a weird launcher, because I found ravines on this version, and that wasn't until the next version. So there's something like wonky going on with my version of beta, but I mean, I have the old sound, so I'm just going with it. And this time I followed the tutorial perfectly. And now of course Spider attacks me, but I get the roof on the flowers, because in this version, if flowers are at light level 0, they just pop off the grass instead of modern versions where you need water streams to do it and shifting floors. So I did the initial test, confirmed that it works, go to the mob farm, get all the bone meal I need, and just spam the crap out of this thing. We're going ham, and oh, look at that. Oh, it's a flower waterfall right there. It's so good. And I just keep on going, like, we go again. And this time I like get carpal tunnel in my clicker finger to do this, but it's all working out perfectly. And just check out this, look at this result right here. Boom! I had to actually speed up 2 times because I had a bunch of flowers with that. Yeah, we have another farm done. Put that on the checklist, like we got it taken care of. Now, I'm finally going to the mob farm, getting the resources. All that string crafted into wool. We're making the red wool and the yellow wool and the white wool. It's gonna be built, the shrine's gonna be built on that mountain. I was just thinking about it right here, like, okay, how do I want to do this? Like, what do I want to do? Like, how do I want to, like, take the road to go up to it? And I go up on the top of the mob farm to, like, kind of investigate it. It's like, also while I'm up here, like, get a great view of my base so far. I think it looks super cool, but I'm also quite tired at this point of building. I need to take a exploration break. I need the redemption arc, because last episode I found no birch, no spruce. It's time for me to get it, because I need to use it in this build. So, gonna get the clay, gonna get the sheep wool while I'm at it. And thankfully, outside of the map that I was at, finally, right there, get the birch wood, and then get the saplings too. Yes! Yes! That is some gas right there. We found the taiga biome, finally! And then get the pumpkin to make the snowman. Ice desert biome, I didn't know that exists. And so I also get the spruce stuff. And we're making our way back home. A new challenger appears. An above ground dungeon. It's zombie and the loot is bad. So we're gonna trash it, except for that mossy stone that I'm gonna like scoop up. And you know, a successful adventure. We're making our way back. It's, you know, kind of like take a nice break from building, ease the seat back. We're in the boat. Gonna capitalize on that dock. And it breaks right through the entrance, but okay. But I have everything I need to do to start building on the temple. I'm getting hyped to finally build this temple. Grabbing all the stuff I need. What is that noise? Nani? Ah, the old peekaboo. Ah, come here. Rapid fire with you on the bow. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. He's down in the hole. Challenger's up top. He's going after him and slam the door in that hole where that creeper came in. going out the other hole I made so we can finally start building the temple. Reaching the top of the hill, I fall asleep underneath the moonlit night to wake up and realize I have no gravel. So I have to go back down the hill, and let's head into the sand farm, swap it out for gravel, and fix it. We have the gravel secured and we're ready to continue on with the temple build. And after a short while, I finally have the foundation laid out. And now all I have left to do is get the path of gravel leading up to the temple constructed. And then thinking about this, I definitely did not, guys, I did not look up Japanese temple and pick the first image I found on Google to base my whole build off of. I definitely didn't do that. You don't need to verify that. Okay, and then now I'm building it out of wool because you can't get these colors without using wool. And it actually looks pretty good. Like, it looks pretty good, you know, nice size. Get the stairs leading up to it. And we are all set to continue. We're gonna build the Torii gate out of wool, of course, you know, and, you know, hopping down. Ah, that looks great. That's hot. That's hot right there. And then we're gonna get the cobblestone roof on it, protect against lightning. We're gonna do a second level made out of wood. And stepping back, well, stepping into it, I finish up the floor. Sonic speedrun! Up the hill, because that's what it reminded me of. And yeah, check it out. It looks good, doesn't it? I think the stone actually complements the red and white. And that's actually what the real temple I based this off of had for a roof color. And, you know, I hope you guys remember that golden apple that I found back in episode 1 of this Let's Play. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. It's an absolute gas video. Oh, don't mind the mobs, by the way. But we're gonna put that golden apple in this temple, because what better place to enshrine a 1 in 100 chance of spawning in a dungeon, let alone finding it, than in a really like cool mystic temple. And that's exactly what I was thinking right here. So I also wanted to get nice temple gardens, and like because it's on the hill, like you get that vibe, atmospheric vibe to it. Just walking up, you're greeted with this temple side shot, like on the top of the hill. It just feels like a mystic area to put the golden apple, of course with the sun rising. And that's exactly what I'm thinking. But I also want to make it extra special. I've never done this. I never made a little jingle thing in Minecraft. So I dig out underneath the temple, and I'm going to put some note blocks in there, so when we open it, it's going to play a nice jingle. I followed the tutorial, and of course it was made for a modern version. It doesn't quite work exactly in beta. I had to go back with the redstone and add some redstone around the edges, so that way the signal still transfers and all the note blocks play their sound correctly. And I specifically took the sound out of this clip, so you'll hear it at the end of the video, but it's an absolute gas video. And of course we also need the temple guardian deities, so we built some of the I don't know what they're called, like fox or dog things. I don't know, I have to Google that. But I did the best I could. They were quite square, but you know, you gotta work with what you have in this version. But I like it. And then we're doing half slabs because I don't want lights on the walls, but I also don't want mob spawning. So we're just gonna block that off. And of course we have the edges surrounded with torches. Everything's all lit up nice and safe to continue on with this build. Inside, we're in the second level. That's where we're gonna put the golden apple, capitalizing on that spruce wood I found. And we're just walking into it. Just a nice slow shot right here to put the archways all leading up to it. Going back to the base, grabbing the apple that I procured off camera, back at the quartz that I put it in, adding the torches, and finally placing the apple. I bet you didn't expect crab rave at the end right there. Well, Everybody, this is the end of the video. I got a lot done in this. I built a bunch of farms and I got this really cool temple. I hope you all liked it. Give a thumbs up or subscribe. Just show me the support if you appreciate it. 皆さん、この動画を見てくれてありがとうございました。また次回お会いしましょうよ。バイバイ。